Hello, this is Bino. Welcome back to my channel. Today what I wanted to do is talk about my very first pair of arborist boots. They're these right here. I bought these. They're ArbPro Andrew Boots, and I bought them from Arborwear. Just wanted to go over some of the reasons why I bought these. For a bunch of years now, I've bought regular work boots, leather, and Vibram soles and steel toe. Definitely have to have steel toe where I work. It's required. So what I thought this time I would do is get these arborist boots. And the reasons why I wanted to get these arborist boots is a lot of the features that they have. So here's some of the reasons why I decided to get these Andrew boots. I like the idea that the ankle's a little higher. It's good for support. So sometimes when you're walking in rough terrain, you could twist your ankle. But this will be a little bit more support. And I'll go back down to here, this Vibram sole that they got. Vibrams are real good soles. I like the boots throughout the years. I've always had the Vibram soles, and I really like that idea with the lugs on it for more traction. It has a little space that if you want to use a climbing spike, you can do it, and they do feel pretty solid. I'm sure they probably reinforce on the sole, so if you're using spikes, that you won't feel the spike as much as if, say, like a regular work boot. Because on regular work boots, you can feel the spikes on the base, but this one feels pretty darn solid that it's not going to happen. I like this rubber area here. If I was going to foot lock, it would probably help a lot. The idea that it's rubber and the way it's connected, it looks like it's probably going to last a lot longer. Sometimes boots that you buy, they'll separate, and I really don't know anything about the boot, but just by looking at this, it seems like they're not going to separate on me. Really important. Where I work, I definitely need to have a steel toe. A lot of arborist boots that I was finding, they didn't really have steel toes because you're up in the air. But these seem like they're multifunctional because they do have a steel toe, and I really have to have that. My work will help me pay for boots if it has a steel toe. So that's a real good point for me, one of the biggest selling points. I really like the way these grommets are made. With regular work boots, sometimes they have edges, and those edges will snag on your rope and sometimes puff it out, and you can kind of mess up your rope that way. But these are really nice. They're not in any way gonna snag my rope. I was noticing that the tongue, the way it's built, I'm not gonna get any sawdust in my boot. That's a good point, because all through the years, sometimes I'll get my regular boots, I'll get sawdust in my boot. They are chainsaw protecting boots. They do have a chainsaw protection, which is great. They're also waterproof. So normally when it rains and I got to do like storm damage, what I got to do is run back and I put some rubber boots on. But I'm thinking that with these, as long as it's not really deep water, I'll probably do pretty good with these. So we'll see what happens with that. Hopefully it'll be great. So they also, what I understand is that there's an insulation. So when I was reading about the insulation, it said that it was good for the heat time and the cool time. So what I'm assuming is that when it's hot, it probably help keep it the way it is. It probably has some wicking material to try to keep the sweat off of you and cool down. And then when it's cold, it'll probably keep your feet warm. Around here in California, it doesn't really get too cold, but hopefully they do well, and that it's a good thing. We'll see. I also like the idea of having this loop system. What it is for ascending. I've never used it before where you can ascend, use a foot ascender. It has a loop that you can install, which I plan on doing in a couple minutes. It seems like a real cool thing. And all the reasons, all the things to this boot, it's pretty exciting to me. Like I said, very first pair of arborist boots, and we'll see what happens. So this is the strap they give you. And what you do is you'll put the female part of the screw in here, and then you'll put on either of those loops, you'll bend it through and then connect it to the center, and then you'll tie them flat, and it'll look like this. So this is just for an ascending device, like a knee ascender. It's not life support. So once you got it on, you would attach your clip to this, and that's how you'd use it. Anyhow, in the future, I want to try it out and see how it goes. So I'll probably do a video on knee ascender using this thing. Anyway, there we go. So there you have it, my first pair of tree climbing boots. I bought these from ArbPro online. It was a different type of process because this COVID time was happening. It took me a while to get them. Ordered them, they came to me, and when they sent them, they didn't have the screws, so I had to email, talk back and forth. Anyways, it took a few months for me to get the screws. Total price of these, the price online, they were $300, but with tax and shipping, it cost me about 386 bucks. Don't know what it'll cost, anywhere else, but my price was $386. If you want to get a pair and you get them online, it might take you some time, so I'd work on doing it ahead of time. Anyhow, my experience with purchasing my first pair of boots, I'm interested to see how I like them. So anyhow, there you go. Well, I hope you guys liked that video. Comment, like, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell if you like what we do, and by all means, share our videos. We'll take care. We'll see you next time.